Hello friends and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2. I made a small mistake just a second ago and I started the recording and didn't actually record the game footage as well. So I lost, it was only like 2 or 3 minutes of progress that we made here. You know, last time we left off at the end of the end screen on the splash screen where we started to go into the Sluice. I just got into the Sluice. We got to the first encounter, which was an academic study, which actually gave us the opportunity to give a new quirk to Paracelsus. She's defiant now. And then we got onto the next encounter, and we started this fight here. And I'm really sorry that I messed this up, but nothing more than that was lost, I assure you. So let's start getting this fight going. The swine skipper here is actually the most problematic enemy here, I would say. So we should start out killing that one as quickly as possible, because, you know, his spit to roast attack is big damage and knocks back some of you guys very, very far back, which can be very problematic. Goring Flight is not a problematic skill, we should just use it to move back. But this one that we haven't seen yet, it's actually a big, big damage attack for your whole back row of heroes. And so we have to look out for this very, very much, I would say. Let's hopefully get through this dodge token first, huh? Ah, too bad he dodged with our crit token in place here. But I think it was still better to use this and not use the highway robbery to get rid of the token. Maybe we could have hit, actually, and dealt some damage there. Let's slice up. Yeah, so this run is still going strong. We have actually had to go through the fight of the Dreaming General boss encounter multiple times, 2 times to be precise, and yeah, this was because of the rollback that happened when the nice good damage on the guy, and he will be dead in the next round. The rollback that happened when the latest update with the live version of the game. So right now, yeah, we had to go through all this again, but our guys are in good shape, and we actually managed to do so very nicely, I would say. Let's use the Grape Shot Blast. Him getting crit tokens from being first in turn order is actually very, very nice with the Red Skull Trinket. So hopefully we'll be able to get some nice relics going here in the Sluice. Oh, all of the shuffling here.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Because, you know, I think that's pretty much the biggest use that the Sluice has going for us. It seems like you get no baubles here at all.
Collaboration confers advantage.
So if you need some of those, you will be in a bit of trouble. But nice. To get some relics, this is actually the right place to go, I would say. Yeah, you can pull him forward. Yeah, nice. A bit of stress damage is not that problematic. What do we do? Bolster is not useful right now. There's all of these carcasses here, so I don't think we want to attack into those, especially not with the crush now. That will make Dismas weaker. Let's prevent some more stress damage from hitting Saramenti, and maybe... yeah, maybe Dismas? Ooh, nice critical hit. And then Paracelsus can finish this off. Nothing really we can do here. But Paracelsus will be able to finish it off, right? Good. Also, the game messed up our button configuration for Baristan. Yeah, you see? Only relics, no baubles. Anchoring Charm and a Rousing Recorder. On her start, 33% chance to add a random positive token. That could actually be very nice. So because this one got cursed with the bad relationship that he has, it seems this automatically, because you know when you have cursed skill, you have to take it with you, and it seems if the curse hits a skill that you have already equipped, it gets re-equipped somehow, which means that it goes to your 5 slot, which is a bit stupid that you have to then reconfigure all of this because we can't actually put it off. It will stay on 5 all the time. That's a bit bad. Maybe they will fix that in the future, because I think it will actually be a bit tiresome and just obnoxious. It's not really problematic, but a bit obnoxious at times. I really like that they put the option in for you to get your own configuration for your shortcuts there going. But this one is messing this up again, right? Okay, he wants to fight. Paracelsus on the same side. This one wants to go. So who does he have the worst relationship with? Baristan. So we don't want Baristan to take this hit here. Oh my god. I do want to fight the enemies, though. I would say getting a hit to all of the relationships when leaving and not getting anything out of the fight, not something we want to do. So I think we go with Paracelsus here. Going down to a 7 relationship with Dismas. Could be fixable still, right? And what do we do this time? This little guy is probably easiest to kill. You know what? Start with the Grape Shot Blast. Ah, and it actually hit through the dodge token. And then I think we probably want to try and make the Swine Brood blind, huh? Nah, resisted, but he got a combo token. So maybe now let's try and get rid of the Swine Skulker. Yeah, we actually hit through the dodge token again. This one's dead, right? Yeah, nice. And now we can use the combo token with the upgraded Rampart and maybe stun him. Oh, he resisted again. Ah. It's a bit sad, but, you know, hey. You can't have all of it. You actually have to see that we actually hit through 2 dodge tokens there, which is very lucky in and of itself, right? Do we want to get rid of a bit of stress here? I think we will be able to do this next turn. Let's do the Razor's Wood first. Nice crit. Another chance to stun him. And we actually managed to do so. Nice. And now, if he would have stayed on this position, we could have thrown a Plague Grenade, hit them both. Now we can't. So I believe now it's about a Noxious Blast here.
The fiend's strength.
Yeah, and next round this one will die by itself. Okay, unless it heals itself. And mutates. But at least it doesn't get healed up to full. It has 8 HP. We do need to hit it for a little bit. Grapeshot Blast will deal 1 to 2, so a 50% chance to be enough damage. Let's do it.
Well done. Nice,
with the critical actually was enough to kill the thing. And now we reduce some stress here. I thought about bleeding the guy, but no. We have to keep our stress in check.
Malaise.
And now Baristan will be able to put into Death's Door, but he has 2 Death Armors. Oh, this one also has a Death Armor when it's upgraded. Ah, I forgot about that. My bad. But he's weak at least. Two more points of stress. And now Grapeshot Blast should kill them both. I really like the new Death Armor system. Having the fights be a bit more predictable actually is very, very helpful. Ooh, and we have a minor Heartseeker. Minus healing received. Isn't very good, but critical chance. Critical chance is always nice. Okay, with his good chances of getting a crit token from the Red Skull, I don't think we need it on him. Sarmenti could use this instead of the minor Clotting Crew, maybe. He does not have the class to have higher crit chance on his bleeding skills. I like that path, but we only have the slice of the profit from it, so I think the Versailles path is probably the best thing to use here. You know what? I'm willing to equip it. If he goes to low HP and needs to be protected, Baristan can handle that. A minus 10% healing received should not be that problematic, especially with Baristan, with Paracelsus having that big of a healing bonus. I think we can make do with that. And the anchoring charm we probably don't need. Should be okay. The rousing recorder is still something that we could actually use. Maybe you want to use that instead of the insulating insignia. Random ally on turn start at a positive token, 33%. The reduced debuff resistance would be a bit bad on him, but I think we can manage. That should be alright. And we don't actually know where we will be going. I was about to, like, muscle memory, you know, open up the map again, but yeah, no use down here in the Sluice. Yeah, that's the main thing about the Sluice that's problematic, I believe. If you are low on baubles or you enter the Sluice, you still have all of these dangers down here that damage your stagecoach. Ooh, the Chirurgeon's table is here. Oh, very interesting. I think we have never seen that guy on our playthrough here, right? Oh, cool, nice. This and Baristan still have a bad relationship, so I don't think we can afford to reduce the relationship any further. Samenti and Dismas can take a little hit. We'll be alright. Let's do it like this then. Oh no, he's got a hit with Baristan, but he was good with Baristan as well, so okay. So, the fight at the Chirurgeon's table is actually a two-stage fight, as you see up here. First of all, you have these normal fight against some Gaunts. You do get 2 Widows, and it seems there's always 2 Patients on this fight. Which, as you see, have a very high blight resistance. And otherwise are pretty much the same as normal Lost Souls, I would say.
And you will discover its weaknesses.
But I think we will start out getting rid of the Widows if we can. So we don't get hit for any more stress damage. I was thinking about maybe shooting this one here, but Paracelsus is taking her turn very late, so I think maybe just get rid of her. Oh, a nice one. Yeah, you see they also use Chomp. They inflict a bleeding resistance debuff by doing that. And a good amount of stress, and they can also inflict diseases. You often get inflicted with diseases during this fight here. Maybe you want to do a bolster. Give him a block and get rid of a bit of stress. I think Samenti will be able to fix that. Let's start out using the defender here. And now she can deal some damage. Maybe we do a plague grenade on the Widow here. And then she takes 1 turn. Goes down to 5 HP, to 7 now. Oh, now Baristan is in a bit of a pickle. Hopefully Samenti will take his turn early. Yep, we can do something about it. Oh, nice, he got a crit token. Bye-bye. Okay, now Samenti has to do something about that. If we had upgraded the Inspiring Tune, he would also be able to get rid of the horror here. But we can't do that now, but should be alright. Got a one round cooldown now on his ability. So maybe use a bit of Laudanum to get rid of the horror. And then start dishing out some damage ourselves. I would actually like to heal him a little bit. And I don't really know. You see, the taunt tokens. These are in blue. And most of the negative tokens are blue, and most of the positive tokens are like gold or yellow or whatever you want to call it. But I actually think that taunt tokens are considered positive tokens for indiscriminate science purposes. I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we'll have to figure this out at one point to see how much healing we get from both of these. Because you see, positive token we get 10% healing, and negative only 5%. So we could do the maths quickly. This would be a 25% heal this is a negative token. And his max
The
HP
mind
is
cannot hope
51.
to withstand such a protracted assault.
Okay, but we have to also account for her healing bonus, and this will make all of this calculation a lot more complicated. So I don't think I will be able to figure this out right now. Maybe we do get rid of the taunt token. Yeah, so he doesn't get hit for more stress by these guys. Okay. And they also use the sterile morsel you saw, which don't inflict blight, but they inflict bleeding. Compared to the normal guys. Okay, you don't see it right now in the top corner here. Let me move my face cam quickly here. Now you see it. Now there's the sterile morsel, which they use from the back, and they use it to inflict some bleeding and weakness on your guys even. Okay, and let's move back up here. Okay, hopefully this will be okay in the video. I've never done this before, but I need to try to experiment a little bit, you know? Ah, nice Grape Trap Blast with the crit here. And also, a vulnerable token. We can't actually use the Inspiring Tune. I would like to do so if we can. Reduce a bit more stress from Baristan. Let's hit that one. Should die to the Blight, right? And we could kill that one, but his stress is so high. Do we actually want to use the bolster? Why not? It's only 1 point of stress, but better safe than sorry, right? Oh, he resisted a disease here. Yeah, these guys do seem to have a quite high chance to inflict diseases. Maybe I should have used the Grape Trap Blast again, because, you know, second fight starts immediately after that, like we have with the Creature Dance. And now we have the Gaunt Chirurgeon back here. And you see he doesn't have a lot of resistances against Blight, Bleeding, and Burning, but he's very stun resistant, and can't be debuffed very well. And this guy will have some tricks up his sleeve. I want to get rid of this urchin quickly. So maybe we start out with a Plague Grenade. I think it's a good idea to get rid of all of the other enemies around here before starting to fight the Chirurgeon, indeed. But you know what? Crush is the only skill really that can reach the urchin. And with the 4 points of Blight and 8 HP in place, this will be deadly for it. Let's do it. This Muscanian weakened is a bit of a problem, but I hope you'll be able to fix it. Oh, he actually healed him. And gave him 2 stealth tokens. Take a quick look at this. Leucotomy. No, the stealth tokens came from some other source. No, he adds a unique buff. So the unique buff seems to be dependent on which enemy he uses the skill on. And the urchin gets a true stealth buff. Very interesting. Anything we can do to pierce that? I don't actually think so. So we have a crit token and a weakness token. Can't attack that guy. The only real thing we can do is attack this guy here. Probably with a Grape Shot Blast to get the strength token going as well. And now I would really like to have the Harvest skill, not only the Slice Off, because this would be able to hit the urchin through his stealth. Otherwise, there's nothing we can really do here. Too bad. Let's blind that guy. It worked out. Hopefully he will actually miss his attack. Bloodletting. Okay, so this inflicted a disease on him.
Hold fast.
Wow, that urchin guy is actually really, really tough combined with the Chirurgeon, because he can heal him and give him stealth tokens, which automatically enables him to use the Haunting Melody without using Songs of Shadow Burst. Wow. I don't actually think we want to attack the urchin with her, because If he heals him again, all of the blight damage will do pretty much nothing. We could heal Barista and get rid of the bleeding. What disease did he get? He got typhoid. Oh no, did he have typhoid before? I think that's what happened. Because, yeah, he used bloodletting, which removes a disease, actually. I thought none of our guys had a disease, but it seems Barista had one. So, what the Chirurgeon does here is he hits one of your guys with stress and a debuff and bleeding, but removes a disease from him. So, what happens here is these patients earlier inflict your guys with diseases, probably, and then the Chirurgeon uses these to inflict some big bleeds on your guys. So this bleed is not from this skill, it seems like he resisted it, actually. You know what? Blinding gas could be a good idea, or Plague Grenade. And you see he also got regeneration going, which is because of this buff that he has. On turn end, on the turn start, if he has a DOT effect on him, he gets this regeneration, and on his turn end, he removes all of the DOTs. And when you hit him, you get bled by him. And if the target is bleeding, he has a 15% crit bonus. All of this stuff is very, very much increasing the potency of his attacks in itself, and makes using DOT attacks against him a bit problematic. So maybe we don't want to use the Plague Grenade here, actually. You know what? Let's start out using Blinding Gas. He resisted, but he's still blind. Maybe he missed? Nice. No stress for our guys. We need to still watch out for a Barista, and I think what we want to do now is actually hit that Urchin. 3 to 6 damage, 6 HP. Maybe we want to use Crush. That's a 50% chance to outright kill it. Oh, yes, nice. I didn't want to damage it more and then Chirurgeon taking the turn first and healing it up again. Like that. What buff did he get? He converts all of his blocks to crits. And he deals double bleeding. Okay, so we have to get rid of his blocks. Because I don't want that guy to crit us. Okay. More Grapeshot Blast it is, I believe. Just so we can keep up the strength token and not lose
A simple kindness.
a lot of damage potential by getting weakened. Oh, good, he missed. This Bone Saw can deal a good amount of damage and actually bleed your guys as well. As you see, you don't see it because I'm in front of it again. But trust me, it only hits the first 2 rows, as you can see, and it inflicts a bleed. We should start healing Baristan, I would say. We can't use Indiscriminate Science right now. Battlefield Medicine would be okay-ish. But I think we really want to get rid of the ghoul as quickly as possible. Once the Chirurgeon is on his own, I believe his potency of his skills reduces a lot. He's still got a crit token. Ugh. You know what? Defender could actually be useful here. Who's got the lowest HP of all of these guys? You know what? Let's do that. And then maybe we can use his block tokens to heal him up again, huh? Now with the strength token and the crit token, double tap deals 22 damage. 1 damage too little to get him to Death's Door. But maybe we can... Yeah, we can do something after that.
Bravo!
That's really bad. 1 point of damage.
The slow suffering begins.
5 points of bleeding, and now I would really like to get the guy to Death's Door so he doesn't take another turn with the crit token. But I would also really like to get rid of this bleeding and heal him up. Let's first get rid of the ghoul. I feel this is the best thing we can do. Now, probably use Bolster. Get another block token. Heal a bit of stress. Okay, now we start doing some damage to the Chirurgeon. 75 HP actually. With his regeneration buff, this will take some time to get rid of him.
Agony by accumulation.
Yeah, hitting him will also bleed our guys. And increase his crit chance there. So now I would say Defender it is again. And then we need to heal him. And I think we first need to heal his bleeding. Oh my god, that's a lot of bleeding.
Back from the brink.
Nice. Affinity increase as well. Yeah. If he gets to the front row, this would be very, very helpful because he would need to use his crush skill then and make him weak. But with the crit token being in place again, you know what? Pistol shot is not upgraded, so it only dazes. But let's still do that. It'd be nice if we could have actually stunned him here. Inspiring Tune or maybe Slice Off. Slice Off will not deal that much damage because he gets rid of the bleed again immediately, and he gets a regeneration buff for it, so we shouldn't use that. We shouldn't use it. Let's use Inspiring Tune. So this is a very... oh yeah, that's a good heal. It's a very tactical fight, I would say. And because I love using my damage over time effect so much, this is actually a bit problematic. Two of our guys are dealing mainly damage over time damage, really. And stacking that up is a bit problematic against that guy, right? So we dealt 3 damage directly. Another 6 will come from the tick that he takes on the start of his turn. For 9 damage. But he will also regenerate for 6 points. 2 points times 3 later. So yeah, you know, really not that much damage that we deal in the grand scheme of things, right? But he still is comboed. So maybe Baristan will be able to stun him now with his Rampart. Come on, do it. Oh, he resisted.
Fight through the fatigue.
Oh, good crit.
Conclusion.
Almost down. He's got 1 death armor token. Which is broken now, but he still takes another turn. Trepanation. Let's take a quick look at that skill as well. You can use it from anywhere on all positions. It inflicts stress, removes negative tokens, and deals more damage depending on the amount of negative tokens that were removed. Very interesting skill. So we saw all of his moves, except for this one here, and I think he will not be able to see the next one.
Agony by accumulation.
Oh my god. Baristan's still damaged so much, but I think we still killed the guy now. And get some of his
straightforward and effective
unique trinkets now, right? 1 mastery point, which is very nice. We also get leeches, an in-item to remove a disease. Nice. And we get his spiked skull cap. It's a serrated armor trinket, which increases your crit chance if the target bleeds by 15%. Inflicts bleeding to the attacker when you are hit. And when you crit, if you have a bone saw equipped, you also apply 2 points of bleed. But when you crit, you have a chance to get deceased. That's very, very interesting. I think the downside of this one is very, very minuscule, actually. It's not very helpful for us right now because we are not inflicting a lot of bleed. Maybe some anti can use it. And we also get an alembic and retort. I don't actually know how many stagecoach items we have equipped right now. But maybe this will be useful. Use indiscriminate science 2+ times in a single fight. Done. Nice. Oh, we can also use highway robbery 2 times in a single fight. Okay, maybe we should do that at some point. Let's see. Sovereignty. You know what? I'm willing to say that the spiked skullcap is better than the minor heart seeker. If we get to attack a bleeding enemy, This 15% crit bonus will be a lot bigger than that. Having reduced healing, meh. And only when he crits, he gets a little chance to disease himself. That should be alright. We also got some flapjacks this time. I was already thinking that maybe the griddle item is a bit bugged or something like that, because we didn't get any of those last time. This was really weird to me. Maybe they actually had it bugged and they did a small hotfix in the meantime. I'm not entirely sure. But right now, I'm happy to see that we have these things going. And do we actually need some more combat items? No, all of these are okay-ish. Let's get rid of that. Stagecoach-wise, we have one more slot, so we can use this alembic and retort. Okay, not too bad. Let's keep going. There's the candle on the left side, so this is the way I'm taking. This is really the only clue that I would take to where I want to go on the sluice here. Whether there is a candle or not. And this is Swine's Cache. Come on, give us something good. Greater Anchoring Charm. I think this is actually quite useful trinket. Not of the best, but nice. Good amount of relics. Tinkerer's Bench. Spike Ball. Glimmers of Hope. Good haul. Good haul, actually. We do have some more space in our inventory, so we don't have to use any of this right now. Anchoring Charm. Stun and move resistance. Blistering Bugle giving him taunt tokens is actually nice. And he will never be first in turn order and get weakened by, get vulnerable by that. Maybe we exchange the Arousing Recorder to keep him from being moved around that much. Because Samenti can fix misplacement of Paracelsus and himself quite nicely. But we want this Barista in the first row. Why not? And I think actually the other trinkets are better than this one. Maybe you could make a point that the Strange Sapper is not as good as this one, but for now I'm willing to do it like that. Get rid of this, that, and also the Sacrificial Host. You know what? Also the Plotting Crewer. Don't need the minor, the normal Anchoring Charm as well, and this one. So let's get rid of a bit of stuff here that we probably won't use anymore. Good enough. More stuff that we need to go to. And I think the area will probably come to an end soon. Yeah, 3 leagues to the inn, so I think this should be the inn now, right? Or is there maybe one more encounter? Probably not, right? No, there's the inn. Nice! Got a good amount of relics indeed. We started with like 16 or something like that, so we got like 60 more. Quite nice. Now we have to take a look at which road we want to take and which boss we want to fight. We are at the Shambler's Altar. Plus 100% academic study location scouting. For the next area, I would believe, right? Interesting. And see what quirks we get. Fighter Scrounger? Okay. Bad digestion? Ugh, okay. Vigilant combat route scouting. Quite nice. Baristan gained typhoid, and then he got rid of it again. Maybe I just missed the part where he got the disease. Yeah, he got it from a patient. And on the first part of the fight, I actually missed it. And then he got cured again of it. So, okay. Not too bad. And yeah, Paracelsus gained the Defiant quirk, as I told you earlier. So that looks quite nicely indeed. Okay, what route do we want to take?
The provinces
Shroud.
of our land.
Anti-commerce, no hoarder for 5 candles. Malaise, plus 10% meltdown chance. Okay, I think we could actually fight the Leviathan quite well. We also have one ceremonial drum, which we bought earlier. We could buy more maybe, and then with the movement charm on Baristan right now, he already has a 80% move resistance. We wouldn't even need many more. Could we buy more? 3 more ceremonial drums there. I think this would be the best course for us right now. I don't want to fight the Dreaming General again. We could. And probably be alright with it. But I actually do believe that's a bit boring, right? Let's go to the Shroud.
The shrouded coast.
And now we need to see what we actually want to use here. Let's repair the stagecoach first. Woven items, academics cache location scouting, academic studies location scouting. We get the academic studies scouting from the rain, right? So maybe we exchange the academics map, both of these items, to have an optimal chance to produce stuff for us. Contraptions, woven items, concoction and powders. We will probably clutter our inventory a lot, but should be helpful. And we have only one mastery point. Ugh. But it's one additional point that we get, right? So we still have 2 regions to the mountain. So the Sluice doesn't count for your progress there, I believe. And one additional mastery point is good. It's helpful. What do we want to invest it in? Highway robbery, double tap would be nice. Maybe inspiring tune. Get -1 additional stress reduction and get rid of horror. We can also do the battlefield medicine. Or the bolster for additional stress relief. You know what? I think we want to do some more damage-oriented stuff. So let's use the pistol shot. With the amount of combo tokens we can place, getting a stun here and there, I think this could be a very good upgrade for us. And then we have some flapjacks for everyone. Big pile of flapjacks. And we don't have any diseases right now to use the leeches on, right? Yeah, okay, maybe we can keep those for later. The whittling tools we could use over soon. Let's see what we can buy here. We don't need any glimmers of hope. We have a few of those. Or the boss fight, I believe. Having more spike balls could be useful. Deal a bit extra damage through that. Songbook of Gaunt Chirurgeon. 3 of them. That's a nice buy. Greater Heartseeker, also a nice buy. It's only 13. Only 13 baubles. We buy that. We place it on anyone, really. Mortar and pestle. Didn't one of our...
Your coach must be maintained.
No,
It is
okay.
to carry you where you must
I know
go.
there's one of these medical gear items that increases the amount of stuff that you produce from the mortar and pestle, I believe. But I got that mixed up, so we don't have that. Okay, we don't need to buy it then. Food barrels, also not useful. I do want to get some songbooks here. Maybe 2. Let's buy them. And also buy at least 1 ceremonial drum. Or maybe 2. Let's see. First of all, use these. Oh yeah, I really love this item. It's got such great impact on your positive relations. Nice! No negative triggers there. So how do we actually stand right now? Dismas and Barista are still unfriendly. The other guy is friendly, max affinity, neutral. Dismas and Barista are really the only guys we need to do something about. We need 2 more points. And we have a bit of stress right now because of these songbooks. So I don't want to buy 1 more of that. We also have not so many relics left. You know what? Let's buy the 2 whiskey flasks here. So we can get out of the negative relationship range there. And that should do it. Maybe we want to have 1 more ceremonial drum. It was Barista and Dismas, right? Yeah. Okay. Got a +1. And another +1. No more being unfriendly. He's at 80% move resistance. We don't need to give him a drum. 30%, 20%, 20%. I believe we put 1 more on him. So he's up to 70% move resistance. And then we have 1 more here. And the undertow from the Leviathan can only really hit position 1 and 2. Which means these guys do need to have the most movement resistance. I would really like... I think maybe if the Leviathan pulls to the front, one of the other guys here, Samenti can fix this with his movement skills. At least a little bit. Nah, let's put that onto her. And if Samenti gets pulled to the front, he can himself move back. And the other guys have a good chance to not get moved. I think that should work out alright-ish, huh? So who do we fit the Greater Heartseeker on? You know what? Strange Sapper goes. The Red Skull is nice. To give him crit chances. Maybe we exchange the Footman's Grog. Because this is a bit redundant, right? Like this. So if an enemy is bleeding, we have a 25% increased crit chance with Samenti. Huh. Increases his chances to get disease as well, but we have leeches and stuff like that, so... Should be alright, huh? And we could give the Footman's Grog to him instead of the Blistering Bugle. It is nice, but not the biggest thing. You know what? I'm doing it. Dark Impulse will not be useful in the Shroud. The burning resistance. Now it would be really nice to still have the other Anchoring Charm we had, right? Shouldn't have thrown it out that quickly. We could have given it to Dismiss instead of the Strange Sapper for the Leviathan fight and give him a, I think, 100% move resistance. That was a bit of a bad move from my side. But this should be alright now. And the stress of the other guys we will be able to get rid of. Let's use the Whittling tools on Baristan. Baristan and Samenti will be able to fix the rest. Restorative herbs. Do we want to use those? Maybe let's keep them for later. Oh, we will be getting a lot of stuff from our stagecoach items, so let's just throw these out, huh? Like that. I think that should be okay. Let's do it. And we still have a bit of time left to get further into the Shroud. And we have 4 relationships, which should all be positive, right? Hopeful.
Aspiration unites the hopeful.
Nice. Very nice. Fade to Black and Grapeshot Blast. I think we will having very few problems with stress on this area.
Still beats.
Play out we are not using.
Never die.
And we don't need to just because it removes DOTs from Paracelsus. Incision we are also not using, so And this one also hopeful with Defender and Molding Vapors. Not too bad, I would say. It's really just our guys having a very, very high resistance to stress in this region now. Nothing bad about that. So let's see where our Leviathan lurks, huh?
Propriety floats listless on the tide.
Oh, very, very early there. And I saw a lot of hero shrines as well. So first of all, I think it's the Shrine of Reflection, then the Lair. Then we have another Shrine of Reflection, and a Hoarder, or maybe a Resistance encounter and a Shrine. Okay, okay. Doesn't look too bad. First of all, let's do that Shrine of Reflection. And I really have to look at which guy we want to put that on. He doesn't need any more. He really would need to have some skills unlocked, as well as Sarmenti. Paracelsus only has 2 more shrines to go in order to be finished. Who do we actually put that on? I should have also taken a quick look at his skills, because they are still switched up regarding the shortcuts, right? We could get rid of a bit of stress of both of these guys. You know what? Let's do it, because both of them are at 5 points. I would still want to kill the Cabin Boy before it can actually evolve into something. But I think with only Dismiss and Paracelsus being able to deal some damage there. Okay, Paracelsus is taking her turn before the Cabin Boy, so her DOT will hit twice. In that case, it's probably possible. Max damage, nice. Processors will be able to kill it. And now, and crush. Reducing dismisses stress even more. You know what? Bam. And now we throw a plague grenade. Both of these guys have not taken their turns yet. Yeah, nice damage bonus here. Next turn she's dead. Very nice. The turn order there really worked out in our favor a lot. And now we start using the Knuckles Blast.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
Both of these guys are ordained. You know what? Blanked him. Nice crit. Actually, their bleeding is quite substantial. They inflict. Ooh, hey. Don't hurt Dismas that bad. That guy is dying. That guy is low HP. What? Crush. Get up. And then we can maybe use Battlefield Medicine on Dismas. Or maybe not. He will automatically die. So, might as well shoot him.
A righteous action. In this world, wealth is worthless without purpose.
Really didn't get a lot of stuff there. I would really like to get some more rewards from these rogue fights. But it's nice to see the factions back on the rogue fights again, right?
The past, we learned
So what do we do?
future.
Samenti, Paracelsus, Baristan. I'm really a bit conflicted. You know what? I think we get Paracelsus' story done first, huh?
Chapter 4. Failing grade.
Okay, another encounter.
Success. Vindication. The human machine restored to action.
Okay, so, to recall, it was quite a bit of time back. So, she found the dead body of her professor in the academy, took him back home to experiment on him. And it seems like she actually tried to bring him back to life and somehow managed to do so indeed. So he bled himself, inflicting stress on her, and we can restrain him to make him immobilized. We can stitch him up, give stress to ourselves, heal him and remove bleeding, and there is a miraculous surgery. Condition is blocked. It requires the target to be immobilized, gives her -10 stress, and it heals the target. We need to stabilize the patient. So our main goal should be to perform the miraculous surgery, right? So maybe we just try and restrain him. He resisted. His movement resistance is actually 20%. Ah, we need to look at his debuff resistance. It's 100%. We can't actually restrain him, right? Because immobilized tokens are debuffs. But he's immune to that. What can we actually do? Maybe try to remove his bleeding, huh? The wound grows. And he's getting more and more death armor indeed, reusing his whales. Yeah, so our stress is piling up, and we can't really do anything about it. We keep bleeding him more and more. And now we can just stab him, which has an execution 3 property. It needs only 3 to 4 damage, so it doesn't kill him. I'll end your pain. So she decided that this has not worked out and she needs to just get rid of him. And she just executes him. Yeah, Seems her experiment didn't work out
The shrieking
the way she
and
intended it, right?
wailing was horrible.
Another mastery point, and we get
But
cause
the
of
silence
death.
that followed was even worse.
So this skill, it says variable damage. It deals damage depending on the amount of DOT that is on the target, and it removes the debuffs then. Quite interesting, 75% of the remaining damage. And if you upgrade it, it goes up to 100% and also puts a combo token on the enemy. I think this will only be really plausible to use in encounters where you have your whole team built for high amounts of DOT damage. But in that case, it can, like, reduce the amount of time that it takes for you to kill an enemy by quite a lot. If you have put, like, 10 points of blight onto someone, for example, with your grave robber or something like that. And then you use that and deals 30 points of damage instantly instead of you having to wait for 3 rounds. Quite a nice thing. I have not used this to any good extent till now, but maybe we can try making this work at some point. So now it's time to go to the lair. And probably we won't be doing the Leviathan fight in this episode still. But I want to try and get close to it at least, right? So let's start out with a crit on our highwayman here. A Grapeshot Blast for 12 damage for both of these guys. I like it. Normally I would go for these fire-breathing guys, because they are more tiresome to deal with, I would say, than these normal bandit guys. One of our guys had a goal to kill pillagers, but I don't remember who it was. I think it was Baristan. Maybe? Let's slice off. Ooh, another crit. Doesn't actually die. And it is that pillager hatchetman, so maybe we just make sure he dies with Paracelsus. To spare ourselves one hit of damage that we take. And one guy blinded both of our guys here. This was going a bit low. Maybe we have to do some protection here. Let's do it. Defend him, he can take aim, and then we make heal him up a bit with a battlefield medicine there, huh? He's got a lot of tokens as well. Could use those. But I think a battlefield medicine will be sufficient. Yeah, and he is burning quite substantially, so I think... I was thinking about throwing a plague grenade at these. But we need to do that. Critical heal, nice.
Extinguished at last.
Yeah, being on fire is not fun. He's double blinded. Ugh. Can't really do anything about it as well. Maybe we use the one laudanum that we have so we can equip him with a different kind of combat item. Yeah, and get rid of that guy. Nice. And now it's time for Dismas to deal some big damage. One shot.
They falter.
And maybe we can also kill that guy with a crush. Oh no, he misses. But Samantha can do some more. Ooh. Increased crit chance against bleeding enemies. That was probably what happened here. I didn't take a look at how big the crit chance was, but it was probably quite substantial. And let's also finally switch that one up again. Oh, come on. Like that. Because I hate pushing the 5 button for using crush. You know, it's somewhat on the right side on the keyboard. I mostly use the mouse to use the 4 and 5 skills, right? And it's really a nice thing to just be able to press the 1 button and go. So before we actually reach the Sacred Pier here, let's take a quick look at our stuff that we have. Spike Ball maybe on him. Burning Salve will not be useful, but because Leviathan's Breath can blind, let's take some Milk Soaked Linen. Healing Salve is good. Smoke bomb could be useful. Our light is on a good range, so we don't have to use a glimmer of hope. I think that should be alright. Sort this. And skill-wise, I think we have all of the stuff that we do need, right? Yeah, nothing we really need to switch out there. All of our guys are capable of attacking the Leviathan and not only hitting his hand.
Steel yourself.
That will be very, very
The
useful.
hulking horror inside will not fall easily.
He will not fall easily, but I think we have a good preparation. So it should be alright, huh? And all of these guys being war threats, let's start with a great shot blast. Get through them from the front to the back.
Agony by accumulation.
Lots of bleeding though. No stress to be healed. So let's do that. Throw flake grenade at the guys at the back here. That's big damage. And then probably he will take his turn for the other guys next turn, right? So maybe we can use a crush, get this guy low, and then Grave Shot Blast both of these guys to there. Oh, they are actually quite quick. Yeah, it was my bad. We took one unnecessary hit there, but well, still good enough. The other guy will not take his turn.
A promising development.
Ooh, critical briny spray. Barnacles. Still no ability to get rid of the stress, and we can't attack him. Both of them are stealthed. Ugh. And there's nothing we can do against it. We don't have any skills that pierce that. So you know what? 4 points, 4 points.
This wound, at least, has
Because between
been tended
fights
to.
on this one, I believe we will actually get our use of limited use skills back, right? You man. DOTs are so good. I love DOTs. And you know what? 4 points, 4 HP. I'm willing to actually not kill that guy right now to get another heal onto him with Paracelsus. Even if he takes his turn first, he will die to the light damage here. But he doesn't. We just get it. Good one. Okay. And I say we proceed to the next battle. And see what these guys are. Okay. 4 blossoms. That should also be very doable. But it shall be doable on the next episode. We can do this fight. We can do the Leviathan. Will be a nice start to the next episode. For now, my name is Dominic Bonsai. I'm your friendly little neighborhood tree. I wish you all the best. Stay safe, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!